Why does my wrist hurt when I do pushing or pressing type movements? Maybe this has happened to you. You've gone into a push-up or perhaps an overhead press and you start to feel like your wrist is aching from here to here. Well, what we see a lot is people in life these days, when we're using our hands, a lot of repetitive motions, maybe you're mousing or painting or carrying things with your hands, I don't know, but you've used your hands a certain way, your wrist gets used to that use. Then we go and we do something like a push-up, which puts it in its full range of motion, and our arms, our hands aren't used to that move. So push-ups require a amount of mobility in your wrist here and here, and if it doesn't have that, it will search for it left or right. So when you're down on the ground, you place your hand here on the ground, we want to make sure that our thumb is in a good alignment position. So our wrist might want to turn in to try to compensate for that mobility, or turn out really far. What we really want is our thumb to be pointed forward in our position, so that when we rotate our elbow out here, they're in a nice straight line. Our wrist really likes that. But perhaps it's just this motion right here. It's nothing about the angle. It's all right here that your wrist hurts. What we can do is use a little trick. So you want to grab like t-shirt, leggings, towel, something. It's going to elevate your wrist. You're not just going to go all the way on it. You're going to actually elevate just this part of your wrist, the palm, and then let your hands go down a little bit lower. That's going to take it from this to that, which is going to put a lot less pressure on your wrist when we're doing things like push-ups, right? So that is for push-ups. Now, if you are pressing something overhead and you're getting this pain, we want to look at the alignment of our press here. So again, you check that wrist, and we want it to be this nice straight line, no crinkles, right? No crinkle cuts in there. We just want it to be completely straight. And then check your alignment. Now, some people are more comfortable pressing overhead with your palm facing towards you, but you might find that away from you, you end up twisting out. So I would start with it towards you. That's the safest place to be. And then if you end up, you can go at this like 45-degree angle, but we don't want to be facing outwards at all, or twisting too far inwards. Like if your palm is facing you, that could end up creating wrist pain. And then lastly, for any of these moves, is we really want the hand and the elbow in alignment. So whether we're pressing overhead, hand over elbow, hand over elbow, hand over elbow, right there, they're always leading together. We don't want hand falling in, hand twisting in, or elbow bowing out. All of those under load are then cause for aches and pains that can happen along this line. So fix the wrist alignment, elevate the hands, and you are going to have a lot less pain during these pressing movements. And then remember, if you're ever getting pain in an exercise, you can always regress, do slightly less reps, slightly less weight, slightly less range of motion. And if you need form checks, that is what I offer. Go ahead, send me your videos, and I will be able to make sure any of the form things are going right and that you're safe. All right.